I started a multi-million-dollar media company in my 40s. I started with nothing, and now it's working. I started a platform called theblackscript.com. It helps actors, screenwriters, and filmmakers of color learn more about how to get into the business. It's a hybrid media company. We provide entertainment news. There's a script library. So if you are a writer and you're looking for screenplays written by people of color, there is a full script library on the platform. You can access it for free. Learn how some of these other writers write their screenplays. See what has already been successful in the business, and you can kind of mimic that if that's where you're starting. Don't copy, but you can learn how to write like some of the best in the business. We also do a lot of interviews, both people who are within the industry, who've been in the industry for a long time, gathering as much information that I can, and providing informative interviews as a means to collect this data, to educate our community on how to get into the business and what it takes to be in some of these roles. I'm also interviewing people who are independent filmmakers, writers, actors, and what it takes to create an independent project as well. We have a platform called Blindsides, which is an independent show. I'm pitching a live in-person version, but right now we have a virtual version that has already been successful. And what we do there is we discover talent from all across the country, 2 actors at a time, and a writer. All of them are aspiring or working their way up into the business. They're rising talent. And we'll have the writer submit what are called sides, which is a scene. We'll have it between 2 actors, mostly dialogue, not as many action lines. And then we'll have the actors and the writer come onto our platform virtually, and they will act out the scene. And then we'll have a celebrity guest. Each time that we do it, we have a different celebrity guest come on and give feedback in real time. So that way the writer can get their work seen and heard, and they can also see what it takes for, or what it looks like for that particular scene being acted out by these actors. And then the actors are also getting feedback in real time as it pertains to their craft. And what that does is that it helps both the writer and the actors grow within their craft, gain more exposure. They don't feel like nobody's paying attention to them. They don't feel isolated. And we are leveraging our audience that is growing each day and putting that spotlight and that attention on the rising talent. That's called Blindsides. The reason why it's Blindsides is none of these people have met prior to coming onto the platform. Even when they're selected and they receive the sides before the show, they don't know who they're facing until they come on the show, hence the name Blindsides. Then after that, we are offering submissions. We have screenplay submissions, film submissions. I'm working on distribution, so that way filmmakers can distribute their films either directly through us or through a third party that we've partnered with, and get their films onto these streaming platforms that way. We are also offering a myriad of resources. We have a social network where you can actually go on, join, create a profile for free, upload your material, share your material with other like-minded people from all across the country. Let the world know what you have going on, all within the platform. That is our network. Our network is growing. We've recently revamped the network to be more intuitive and interactive. And so when you come, there'll be a lot of functionality within the network to where you can actually communicate with people, share your ideas, share your projects, gain information, share information, all of those things. And then we have resources as well, a few how-tos. We offer webinars. Sometimes we'll have industry people come on and host a webinar or teach a class or a course. And we're going to be building that up even more now that we have improved the network, and a lot of that will go through the network. So if you are a member, you'll be able to access some of this content. Some of it will be paid and some of it will be free. It's a tiered system, and there's a leaderboard. So the more you interact with people, the more the higher level and status you gain, the more access you receive. So it helps if you remain interactive and share your knowledge and all of that. And yeah, we're offering a whole bunch of things. We're also going to be doing live events. We've hosted our first live event last month. That was a success. We're going to continue to do more live events in the future, and there's much more to come. It's a platform that has only been around for a little over a year. I started it with 0 connections. I didn't know anybody in the business. I didn't have a following in this field or anything. And in less than a year's time, even though the platform's been around for a little more than a year, it took a while for me to even begin to get any traction. So since about February or March, I went from under 1,000 followers to now I'm approaching 100,000 followers, all organic on Instagram. And I'm converting that attention back to my platform, and things have been going great. We've had a bunch of celebrities and people in the industry tell us what we're doing is amazing, to keep it going. A lot of people are interested in working with us in blind sides. And I'm doing this because I want to do this, not because I have to. I'm not looking for a lot of money or anything like that. I'm doing this to level the playing field within the entertainment space for actors, screenwriters, filmmakers of color in particular, because a lot of times we don't get the same opportunities that others get, and we don't get the same spotlight and attention that others get. So I want to make sure that our community, our culture is given our flowers for the contributions that we give to the art form and to the craft. And I also want to be able to document and highlight a lot of what we've been able to achieve and accomplish. And I feel like a lot of that information kind of gets lost in the sauce sometimes when some of these other platforms don't cover it, or don't provide a space to where some of our talent can gain that exposure and get that exposure or get that recognition that they deserve. And so I created this platform to change all of that. And I want to be the change that we all want to see. I want to create that change, and every day, each and every day, I'm working towards that goal. You can visit the platform, you can visit the website. It's www.tdcreative.com. TheBlackScript.com. That's theblackscript.com. I got on a Black Script hat. And check it out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let the world know about it. We're actively looking for investors, sponsors, all of that good stuff. This is still early in the game, but we've made a lot of leeway in a short period of time, and we're going to continue to do so, continue to break down barriers, continue to break down walls, continue to disrupt in any way, shape, or form that we can disrupt and create new pathways into the business, or new ways of doing things. You don't even have to necessarily be in the business. You can do this completely independent these days. And I just want to create more opportunity for all underrepresented groups. And if I can just make the tiniest dent, that's what I aim to do. Is, I've accomplished my goal, but I'm not going to stop until all of that is done, and I'm just going to keep going. But yeah, check it out when you can. TheBlackScript.com, here to stay. Multi-million-dollar business, media agency. We're all of that. Appreciate y'all listening. This is second video. I'm going to keep doing this daily. I'll begin to talk about how I created a lot of this within these videos. But I appreciate you guys listening. If you're just the tiniest bit interested or want to know more, please be sure to visit the website. Visit us on Instagram. Follow us. All of that good stuff. And thank y'all for listening.